Who killed him?
March 31st. Today's the day Mario dies. Now, if you're wondering what I mean by the day Mario dies, in full context, today's the day that Mario 3D All-Stars is taken off the eShop, and also the OG Fire Emblem and Mario 35. Now, this may come to a concern as a lot of people as it came to me, as something that Nintendo did maybe once that I can fearfully see them repeating. Now, this practice is very anti-consumerism and may cause Nintendo to go down a path which they've gone before and create another bastard child of Nintendo. Now, you may be wondering, what do I mean by a bastard child of Nintendo? And I'm talking about the Wii U. And now, the Wii U wasn't inherently bad, but the problem with the time at Nintendo, which is repeating itself again, is that Nintendo was at the top of the game. They were making all the money. Their games were selling super well. And then they decided to just, you know what, we're going to make money no matter what. And the Wii U flopped hard. See it happening today. Nintendo is getting lazy and thinking that no matter what they do, they can get it right. And their next console, they may make the same mistake and be lazy and not have anything going for it. And over this past year, Nintendo has already been going down the path of anti-consumerism. The first things that they were doing is just forgetting about a lot of their communities, especially Smash Bros. Just like forgetting to help even the competitive scene, and basically that's how the whole free Melee trend happened and all the drama with that. I'm not going to go into that because that's old news. There's tons of videos already covering it. Their communities aside, there's been something they've been doing with the games. It's only been a few games, which I see as quite a problem. It started off with a free game on the eShop called Jump Rope Challenge. Now, I can understand why that may go away. It's a free game. Anyone can get it. And they extended it for a bit, and it was just some quick game the devs made for shits and giggles, you know? Not too bad. But the next thing they revealed that they had the same plan was on Mario's 35th anniversary, Mario 3D All-Stars. Now, there was already backlash for that game for not looking well and all that, and I'm okay with it not looking up to date, like not getting a full revision, Mario 64, because we still got 3 of like the top rated games of all time on there. Sunshine's like maybe like an 80, but that's taking it off Metacritic already in there. But 6 people were complaining about $60, but you know, we're all suckers and we still bought it. But there was a reason we bought it. It's because it was going to leave all stores today, March 31st. They also did this with the original Fire Emblem game that they revamped on the Switch with a English dub. Now, that's also kind of scummy because it's a game people wanted to play for so long, but will never get to. And you have to get it now or it gets deleted from the shop. And this gives me a kind of fear because, you know, a lot of people know about the PS3, PS Vita stores getting deleted from existence. Now, this scares me because once those, like, I understand the PSV and PS Vita store getting stopped because they're old stores, but it kind of scares me for the Switch's eShop because one day the Switch eShop would go down and maybe your online files will corrupt and stop working and you could never play the original Fire Emblem game in America, or if you have a digital copy like me of Mario 3D All-Stars, you'll never be able to play that again. Which is probably why they did this, so you could go, like for Mario 35, is you would go get your copy now, because you may never ever get a chance to get it again, which is kind of scummy in Nintendo's part. And then one more thing about this is that I can see Nintendo doing this again. Fearfully, I can. Because especially with the new Skyward Sword remake, it's getting the same backlash. Why is it $60? It's only one game and all that. I don't understand why it's $60. It's barely revamped. The controls are nice, but it's barely revamped. It's just slightly revamped. And it's not where it should be, and I see Nintendo maybe doing the same thing, like on its release, like, oh, you only have till December to get it, or something like that, which I doubt they'll do, but with this, I have no clue, because the Mario 35, Mario 3D All-Stars, they could do anything now. And another thing about remakes for Nintendo, they're not putting any effort. I know a lot of people complain about that, and I'm not really like a big deal about that. But they're saying like, oh, well, what about the Crash games, the Souls remakes, and all that? They're like $40 and they're remakes. It's Nintendo. They know people are going to buy it, and we're part of the problem. If we keep buying this, we're going to enable Nintendo to keep doing this. I'm not saying go buy the games you don't want, but maybe talking on Twitter and complaining about what you don't like, do it on YouTube. Go tell Nintendo, hey, we don't like this. Eventually, this will not work out anymore, because eventually this is going to fall on Nintendo's head, and this is going to be hard to get back up if, like, let's say all their remakes of games are like, oh, you can only get it for a certain time. And now they're not doing this for all games. Like, luckily they're not doing this with 3D World and Bowser's Fury and like all the Wii U ports. But they did this with Mario 3D All-Stars, this is one of the most ass games. People wanted this since the beginning of the Switch. And now that they're taking it away, it seems kind of scummy, and I can see Nintendo leading down a bad path with this, and eventually it's going to kick them in the face. Before I close this video out, if you have made it this far, it'd be great if you just liked and subscribed. And comment what you think or any opinions you have. But one thing before I actually finish is I want to say this could just be a prank on Nintendo. Look at how this is lining up. March 31st, the day before April Fool's, Nintendo could just be playing us, and tomorrow and come out and be like, haha, April Fool's, you can get Mario 3D All-Stars whenever you want. We were just joking. I mean, it would be funny to see that. But, I mean, this video would kind of be useless then. But it'd be funny, and I don't see Nintendo doing that, but I hope Nintendo does that. Just be like, haha, got y'all. Y'all were stupid. But that's probably it for me. If it's an April Fool's, we'll find out tomorrow. And I'll see you next video. Out. But if you close your eyes